So here goes. Been sitting here doom scrolling for like 2 hours, and I'm just getting emotional. I'm just getting over being sick and stuff. So pardon the voice. I'm like, yo, I'm 35 years old, and I've been sober now for long enough, and I am so emotional. I'm like, why? Now, for obvious reasons, right? You were an addict, so things were obviously wrong, but like what were they? You know? And I started thinking about it, and I'm like, it all comes down to the daddy issues. I mean, it almost always seems to be that way. You know, most OF girls probably don't have a good father in their lives, right? And I'm not blaming him for me being a drug addict for a long time. That is on me. However, I did lose a brother to addiction. And for your first two sons to be drug addicts, come on, man. And he ain't dead. He lives 7 minutes away. I can text him right now and call him right now. We have absolutely nothing in common. He doesn't ever seem to want to make anything in common. I kind of thought, I don't know why, excuse me, I don't know why I had this expectation, but when my son was born, I assumed he would be a grandfather. No. He's just a nicer person to my son, you know, which is, hey, hey, but, just goes to show you, man, like, I haven't lived in that fucking house for my son's entire life, so over 15 years, probably 17 years. I haven't lived there. Obviously, 17 years we've conversed, we've lived, laughed, and cried, and but he is so difficult to talk to, and unfortunately, I am also stubborn and very animated, very, very opinionated, and that's his fault, because that's the way he is. It's so funny, like, the people that you end up being the most like have a very sharp tongue, and I can listen, and unfortunately, it was because of what I had to endure that made me, funny enough, quippier, whippier. I will rip your fucking face off with words, right? But I'm not violent. Not violent. The only person who could bring violence out of me was this dude, who is now gone. But that's just brothers. I don't even. I feel like I'm just stuck. Like I'm no good to anybody right now. You know how bad I want a Xanax right now. But you know what's crazy? So I have a beautiful wife, beautiful son, very decent life. I mean, we're poor, but who the fuck isn't, right? You know, the disability derailed some shit. Excuse me, but I'm not gonna lie. I did drugs to mask this. Let's just be honest. If you're a parent, please, please make some sort of connections with your children. Like I said, he's probably going to see this. Will it evoke a reaction? I have no idea. I'm assuming not, but I could be surprised. I'm gonna be 36 this year. I'm over here crying about daddy issues. But I've been a scumbag for so long. You know, just another statistic in the fucking book. Obviously, I'm trying to change that now, you know. But, again, I feel stuck. That always seems to be this one fucking issue. It's a very complex issue. I know he has his mental issues, like, he's been diagnosed. I mean, he's medically something, you know what I mean? So, is it his fault? Maybe not. Maybe not. However, did it have direct implications on me? Absolutely did. So I guess the theme here is, what's the theme, Sean? The theme is, it doesn't matter if you mean what you're doing at all. Everything you do directly impacts your children. Like, I'm gonna be quite honest right now. I am so scared of my son's gonna be a drug addict. I just hope he's seen enough of my suffering to not, you know, but you know, I started like, I started thinking about like how I was gonna talk about this, and honestly, it's going way better than I expected. I guess it's just need to come out for a while, you know. And this might just be for me. I might not even put it out. I want it on wax. I want it on paper. What I deal with. I love my father, who, by the way, is my stepfather, who adopted me. I walk a double-edged sword, and I feel like he feels like he lost his firstborn, which he did. And somehow that made me feel lesser than. Like that just came to me. That's very possibly what I'm feeling. Very, very possibly. But this is what happens when you mask emotions for 20 years, though, you know what I mean? Like, here they come. Oh, fuck, I'm gonna put it out. I'm gonna put it out. Let's see what happens. Love my father. Love my mother. Love my sister. I love my brother. I love my wife. I love my son. My family is everything. And I will get through this.